Hey guys, zero. and I think it's been a while. I just came up with a new topic, and I actually had to research this one. That's why it took forever to upload. But I've been doing experiments, or I've been researching for the past 2 years on YouTube about physical fitness, and because I love fitness, I love working out, I love learning about the human body, how to make it stronger, faster. But what about making it smarter? You know what I mean? So, with physical exercise, you strengthen your muscles. Your muscles. But the same thing can happen to your brain. Just like physical exercise can strengthen your muscle, certain exercises can strengthen your brain and make it stronger. And this can happen throughout your entire life. That's why people in their old age are able to learn new skills. It's something called neuroplasticity. And that's basically meaning that your brain is changing its composition depending on what you're doing. Neuroplasticity could be positive or negative. I'm just going to talk about the positive things because negative things are just usually dealing with drugs, alcohol, partying, no sleep. Same things that shrink your brain, not make your brain grow. Things that shrink your brain is negative neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity, for a basic example, if you're learning a new skill and you learn that new skill, for example, learning how to play a new instrument, and if you learn to play an instrument, a certain region in your brain is growing because, or a certain region in your brain, the neurons there are firing. Every time you play an instrument, every time you pick up that instrument, your neurons are firing in that specific one area, in that one specific area. Holy crap, what? Um, and as you learn to play an instrument, as you advance to beginner, intermediate, and advanced, those neurons fire faster, 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 faster every time you do it until you come to a point after advance it becomes second nature. Like you don't have to think about it. Your brain becomes adapt to what you're doing. Kind of like when you do an exercise or a certain workout that your body adapts to the workout you're doing. So you won't gas out as fast as it used to be in the beginning, or you won't feel as much soreness when you do it. But the thing is, even though that sounds great, adapting to a certain thing, it's not going to get you stronger. It's going to make you efficient at a certain workout or a certain skill, but it's not going to make you stronger. It's just going to keep you at the same level. And I don't want that. Or you shouldn't want that. You shouldn't want your brain to be efficient at anything. You know what I mean by that? You shouldn't want your brain to be thinking of a skill that's not hard anymore because your brain starts to get lazy, starts to use less energy and less power when you're doing that skill that you learned. And when you're using less energy, you're not going to get bigger. Either you intensify that skill, making it harder. For example, how would you make, for example, learning an instrument harder? Well, you would look at classical pieces and try to memorize them. Or try, well, first, that's going to be hard. Learn how to play them first. Like, listen to it and learn how to play exactly like the original piece. And then after you master that, then you try and memorize it. And after that, you try something harder. Like, first, you play the classical piece as fast as you can, or maybe you can play it as slow as you can, or you can play in different styles, like maybe a hip hop style, a funk style, a more rock style of it. You gotta make your body question every single time you either work out or play a new instrument. Well, I keep on saying those two because working out is another great way to increase neuroplasticity. And eventually, when it comes to to a point where you are so good at a skill, you probably will trigger something neurogenesis. And that's when you create new neurons in your brain. Now, that's going to be hard for people after the age of 20 because throughout the younger years of adolescence, like, or childhood, your brains are very plastic. So it's easier for a kid to learn a new language within a year or less than a year versus an adult. It might take them 1 or 2, 3 years to learn a second language because their brain as a child is growing at a faster rate. When you get older, your brain starts to slow down because it's reaching to the full development, which is your brain will fully develop at 25. But that doesn't mean you're not able to trigger neurogenesis and neuroplasticity. It's because that we're just slower at actually triggering neuroplasticity or neurogenesis as an older adult versus a kid where they're in a new world and they don't know what's going on. They don't know what the color red is. They don't know what numbers look like. They don't know what words are. They don't know how to walk. So learning these things as a kid would obviously make their brain bigger at a faster rate because they know nothing in the world. When you're in your 20s, you know most things in the world, what happens in the world. You know, things that happen in the news, social media, newspaper. You go to school for most of your adolescent life. Hopefully you can go to school and you learn a lot of things before you leave school. And after school, things either just slow down, like you're either at work, you're not really learning as much at work, depending on what you do, and you're not learning harder things. Now, there's some things in school that you never probably use again, but it has helped you make your brain stronger. For example, calculus. You're not going to use calculus every day in your life. I'm just pointing that out. You don't need calculus to help two people stop arguing. Knowing a high level math skill, it's not going to help you like separate people from arguing. That's not ever going to help. So it's a different skill. So different skills allocate to different brain regions in your head, brain. So for example, calculus would go to a region that is more logical, and learn a new instrument will go to a region in your brain that is more creative. So yes, there is no limit on how many skills you can learn. The only limit on learning these new skills is time. How much time do you have to learn all of these skills that you want in your lifetime? You can learn a new skill until your day you die. And that's true for old people, for seniors that started working out, their bodies got stronger again, their bones started getting stronger. So it doesn't matter what age you're at, you can stimulate neuroplasticity. But the one thing I have to say about it, that is going to be hard. You're going to have to work hard at it. If you want to stimulate neuroplasticity as fast as a kid, you're going to have to make a skill so hard, or you're going to have to focus so hard on a skill that you're mentally and physically exhausted from that. And it doesn't have to be actually working out, like doing push-ups, for example. But if you can make, for example, learning a new language hard, then you'll feel mentally and physically exhausted. I mean, learning a new language is hard enough, but if you make it harder to a point where you feel mentally and physically exhausted, you will make your brain stress enough to grow, to make it bigger so it can learn faster. So, yes, when your brain hurts from learning something, that means your brain is growing. It's trying to grow so it can learn faster or understand this new concept better. And I'm on the bark of doing that, but I don't know how well I will take it. It's gonna hurt. You gotta put in the hard work to get smarter. You gotta put in the hard work to get stronger. And that's the end of that. I'll see you guys next time. Zero out.